Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes and more revelations on the Sandy Peggy case. Tell you, this is a never-ending trial, isn't it? Dr. Curr, Maggie Curr, was it not? Maggie Curr. She was giving evidence, and she made the claim that yes, men were allowed to change in female nurses' changing rooms, and had to admit upon questioning that no, there was no consultation. The management just allowed it without actually consulting the nurses themselves to see whether they wanted men to go in and expose themselves or to watch as women undressed in these changing rooms. And it was the question was put, isn't that odd? Wouldn't you think that these people should have been? Well, I don't know about that, she said. It wasn't my responsibility. Interesting how it wasn't your responsibility then, but you took it upon you to help foment this this environment of hate against Nurse Peggy. Surely you should have said, let us look into this. Let us investigate. Let us see why the nurses weren't consulted. Let's ask the nurses what they want. And when the nurses had have gone back to a woman and said, no, you'd have gone, well, at that point, we'll still put the men in, but at least now we know you don't want it. But they weren't going to ask, because of course, if they ask, they'll get told no, and they didn't want to be called told no. They didn't ask. Anyway, the tribunal now has also been told that despite the admittance that they weren't consulted, papers put in suggest that they were. One is lying. So at least one person is lying. Now, who is committing the perjury? Is it the person who put the papers in, or is it Dr. Maggie Curr? Well, that remains to be seen, but somebody's going to have to pay the price. She was asked rather by Naomi Cunningham, who is Nurse Peggy's barrister, counsel. She said that when asked that she agreed it is immediate that Dr. Upton is trans, right? This is Maggie Curr. She was asked by Cunningham, do you think it's obvious that this person was trans? She said no. Well, I'm sorry, but yes. You just look and you can see it's a man. I mean, the big Adam's apple is a bit of a giveaway. The 5 o'clock shadow also happens. And of course, where you find an apple, you're bound to find a banana. And so it's absolutely terrible that these doctors are saying they can't look at a human body and say whether it's male or female. Funny thing is, yes, you can. Now, if these doctors are incapable of that, it makes you worry what else they miss. Cancers, disease, or anything. I think it's quite clear that every doctor here needs to be struck off. They represent a true danger to the public. Now, the consultants and management team were told that he was going to be getting changed in women's facilities. Those who actually used them weren't informed. And it was asked why, again, this is Cunningham asking Curr, why was a doctor using the nurse's changing room and not the doctor's changing room? And Dr. Curr highlighted the difference between the hierarchy of nurses, doctors, consultants, and explained, yes, there were different changing rooms, and was asked once again, oh, I have no idea why. And you're a consultant, and you don't know why a doctor wasn't using the doctor's changing room. Is it because the female doctors didn't want a man in there? But they felt, that's okay, they're only nurses. Seems like it. The trial continues. Thanks very much. Bye.